A shocking discovery, the untimely end of Brian Carrigan. The small town of Ridgewood, nestled in the quiet countryside, was shaken to its core on a chilly November morning. Brian Carrigan, a beloved local shopkeeper, was found lifeless in his own home. The initial report pointed towards a tragic accident, a fatal fall down the stairs. Brian's family, however, refused to accept this explanation. They knew Brian. He was careful, cautious, and the state of the scene just didn't sit right. Something felt off, out of place. This was no accident. This was murder. The police, initially hesitant, started to see the family's point. Certain details, easily overlooked at first glance, began to raise red flags. Why was the rug at the top of the stairs bunched up as if disturbed during a struggle? And why were some of Brian's belongings, including his wallet and a cherished pocket watch, missing? The pieces of the puzzle weren't fitting. This was no longer a simple accident. The investigation into Brian Carrigan's death had just begun. Whispers of doubt. The family's fight for the truth. Brian's sister Sarah was particularly haunted by his death. She couldn't shake the feeling that something terrible had happened, that her brother was taken from them brutally. The accident explanation felt wrong, a poorly constructed lie. Driven by grief and a thirst for justice, Sarah started her own investigation. She revisited Brian's life, his friends, his routines, searching for any detail that could shed light on the truth. Her persistence led her to Brian's close circle of friends, a seemingly harmless group who frequented Brian's shop. Among them was a man named Tommy, a childhood friend of Brian's. Sarah recalled Tommy's odd behavior at Brian's funeral, a strange mix of indifference and poorly concealed anxiety. He seemed nervous, shifty, like he was hiding something. Sarah couldn't shake the feeling that Tommy knew more than he was letting on. Her intuition, fueled by love for her brother, told her that Tommy held the key to unraveling the mystery surrounding Brian's death. Dreams and revelations. The name Tommy emerges. As days turned into sleepless nights, Sarah was plagued by vivid dreams. In these dreams, Brian appeared, his face etched with pain and urgency. He kept repeating a single word, Tommy. At first, Sarah dismissed these dreams as mere manifestations of her grief. However, the dreams grew more intense, more real. Brian's voice in her dreams was clear, desperate. He needed her to understand. He needed her to listen. Driven by these nightly visitations and her own suspicions, Sarah decided to confront Tommy. She shared her dreams, her concerns, and the unsettling feeling that he was somehow involved in Brian's death. To her surprise, Tommy didn't deny it. He broke down, confessing that he had indeed been at Brian's house on the night of his death. He claimed it was an accident, a drunken argument that escalated, resulting in Brian's fatal fall, but Sarah wasn't convinced. The look in Tommy's eyes, the tremor in his voice spoke of a darker truth. Section 4. Unmasking the Truth, the Investigation, and the Betrayal. Armed with Tommy's confession and fueled by her own findings, Sarah returned to the police. Initially skeptical of the dream connection, the detectives were forced to reconsider when Sarah presented them with a tangible piece of evidence, Brian's missing pocket watch, which she had found hidden in Tommy's car. The police obtained a warrant and searched Tommy's house, uncovering more of Brian's belongings. The evidence was irrefutable. Tommy was arrested and charged with Brian's murder. The trial was a media spectacle, the small town abuzz with the shocking turn of events. The prosecution presented a compelling case, detailing Tommy's financial troubles and his growing resentment of Brian's success. They painted a picture of a calculated murder, a betrayal of friendship fueled by envy and greed. Tommy, however, stuck to his story, claiming it was an accident, a drunken brawl gone wrong. The jury, after days of deliberation, returned with a verdict guilty. Tommy was sentenced to a lengthy prison term, justice seemingly served.